Hello and welcome to Newsroom series where we walk you through news making the rounds from the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Thank you for joining us. Today our focus is the Southwest region. The Ogun State Governor, Prince Dakwa Abiodun, has reiterated the commitment of his administration towards even distribution of critical infrastructure across the 3 senatorial districts of the state to stimulate socio-economic development. He made the promise during the commissioning of the Akute-Alagbole-Ajuwon-Alagbole Road in Ifo local government area of the state. The governor, while asking residents to take ownership of the road, also seized the opportunity to announce the award of 11 new roads to be constructed, or rather reconstructed, in the local government and other locations across the state.
Governor Mr. Dakwa Abiodun is welcome. Community leaders, leaders of thought, market women, among others. According to residents, the Akute and Ajuwon-Alagbole roads are arterial roads connecting many communities to Lagos, the commercial nerve center of the country. They've been in a state of disrepair for long. The story has now changed as they wear new look.
Before the reconstruction of these roads, commuters and motorists plying the route went through horror on a daily basis. The completion of the roads have brought relief to the motorists and all the residents of the surrounding communities making use of this road. The road now ensures easy connection to Lagos State via Iju Road and Fagba. Due to the completion of this road, Akute, Ajuwon, and Alagbole and the environ have further opened up attracted more businesses to this axis. Therefore, the reconstruction of these roads have positive impact and transform not only the lives of the people in the area, but the entire Ogun State.
Traditional rulers and residents alike commend the state government for its development strides, but are quick to point out other areas of concern.
They kept complaining about their roads. How do we get it to the attention of the governor? We did not even need to get it to your attention. You came yourself, you saw, and you have delivered, Your Excellency. I want to sincerely thank you, and we appreciate what you are doing for us in this state, and we hope that you will continue to do more.
Please, our dear governor, we sincerely want to appeal to you. At Alagbole, there is one arm of the road that has been abandoned. And we sincerely appreciate that is equally taken into consideration, probably in the next budget, so that the whole area will absolutely be superbly recommended for the future.
Governor Abiodun appreciates the residents for their support and understanding during the construction process, as he promises more critical infrastructure to attract more investment into the state.
We will remain just, we will remain fair, we will remain equitable. We pledge not to develop any part of this state at the expense of another. By His grace, we will leave Ogun State much better than we met it. We are the industrial capital of this country. We have become the investors' destination of choice, meaning that if investors are coming to Nigeria, the first state that comes to their mind is Ogun State.
The governor is later joined by dignitaries to unveil the plaque signaling the opening of the roads to the general public for the overall benefits of all.
To politics and staying in Ogun State, leaders of the All Progressives Congress in Ogun East Senatorial District have thrown their weight behind Senator Otumba Gbenga Daniel, describing his alleged suspension as invalid and unconstitutional. Representatives from all 103 wards across the district's 9 local government areas who spoke at a press conference in Senator Daniel's Shagamu residence called the purported suspension politically motivated, aimed at blocking his 2027 Senate return. The leaders urged the party's national leadership to investigate the matter before it escalates, emphasizing that suspensions without official allegations or communication are unethical and illogical.
Otumba Daniel was allegedly investigated and suspended by the ESCOs of Ward 4 in Shagamu, where he's not even registered as a member. I've shown you videos of his registration. For the records, Otumba Daniel is a registered member of the APC in Isote, Ward 12 in Shagamu local government, and not Ward 4. So, how can he be suspended in the ward where he's not even registered as a member? We are speaking to what you have all heard, that somebody worked against him. But we are talking of somebody with all state machineries. You have commissioners, you have special advisors, special assistants, senior special assistants. You have thousands of people in appointments on the boards. Yet, it is Otumba Daniel that must serve as the crime baby, the whipping child, that was responsible for electoral fortunes and misfortunes. Please, we are now calling the party leadership to investigate, emphasis, how and why the president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, could have lost in the polling unit where the governor voted and the political ward of the governor during the 2023 presidential elections.
From Ogun State to Ondo State and to the education sector, National Senior Secondary Education Commission, NSSEC, has upgraded about 50 select senior secondary schools across the 36 states and the FCT. Executive Secretary of the Commission stated this in an interview in Akure, the Ondo State capital. He equally disclosed that the Southwest Zonal Office of the Commission will be located in Ondo State.
Executive Secretary of the National Senior Secondary Education Commission, Dr. LASG, leads a delegation of officials on an inspection visit to the site of one of the projects at the Oyemekun Grammar School in Akure. Part of the core mandate of the NSSCE was coordinating interventions in infrastructure, teachers' development, and curriculum delivery.
The government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is committed to the repositioning of education generally. Not only education generally, but senior secondary education. He is also concerned about infrastructural development, and of course what we are seeing today is part of it. You can see that classrooms have been provided. You can see the multipurpose hall. Now, these projects are very, very important as far as providing effective teaching and learning is concerned.
I'm good, sir. Earlier, the delegation paid a courtesy visit on the State Commissioner for Education, Science and Technology, who reiterates the readiness of Ondo State government to partner with the NSSCE to improve senior secondary education in the state.
We are happy at the rate you are moving at the NSEC office there, and we pledge our total support. Yes, and whatever Ondo State needs to do to also move at that pace, we will do that so that the quality of education in Nigeria can continue to go up, because the commission, the major focus is to improve access and quality. And with that one, our children, when they leave secondary school, they'll be able to compete well with other children from other parts of the world.
One of the schools visited is Oyemekun Grammar School in Akure, the state capital. The management is elated that the school is one of the beneficiaries of the project.
This infrastructural development of secondary school is going to add more, and it's going to make the work of we teachers so easy, because the learning environment is going to be conducive, and there's going to be good buildings for students to sit down and receive learning. And at the same time, this one is going to add to input of education in Ondo State, not only in Ondo State, in Nigeria at large.
The 3 infrastructural projects under construction at the school premises include a block of 12 classrooms with modern staff rooms, a 500-seater ultra-modern auditorium, as well as an e-library. It's one of the 6 being executed by the NSSCE in each of the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. It is expected to be completed soon.
From Ondo State to Nigeria's commercial capital, Lagos, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, has declared that providing constitutional support to the role of traditional rulers is now imperative, citing the support they offer to national cohesion. Speaker Abbas made this known in Lagos while presenting operational vehicles to several first- and second-class traditional rulers, including those in Lagos. The intervention, which aims to promote the traditional institution, coincides with the ongoing constitutional review. Mr. Abbas noted that the review is considering this notion due to the essential role traditional rulers play in conflict resolution, local intelligence gathering, community mobilization, and cultural stability.
In a diverse and complex federation like ours, stable and credible traditional institutions are not a luxury. They are essential pillars of national cohesion. Supporting them does not compete with investment in schools, hospitals, or infrastructure. On the contrary, our action reinforces those investments by ensuring that communities are stable, organized, and receptive to development. More importantly, our intervention aligns fully with the renewed hope agenda of our dear leader, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which places strong institutions and community-rooted leadership at the heart of national renewal. This is why the National Assembly is pursuing a constitutional amendment to define and protect the role of traditional rulers. It seeks to shield the institution from undue political interference. It seeks to safeguard neutrality and ensure that the stool stands above partisan interest. This is not merely a reform. It is a restoration of balance and dignity to one of Africa's oldest governance systems.
There can be no society where peace and security reigns if there is no cordial relationship between the youth and the law enforcement agencies. That's according to the Lagos State Commissioner for Youth and Social Development. And after the break, we'll hear of that story on Newsroom series. Please stay with us. Now to the 2025 Police Youth Dialogue. There can be no society where peace and security reigns if there is no cordial relationship between the youth and law enforcement. That's according to the Lagos State Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Mr. Mobolaji Ogunlede, who was speaking at the closing ceremony of the 2025 Police Youth Dialogue in Ikeja. He says a Youth Advisory Council will be established to address issues affecting the youth, and also reiterated the state government's commitment to security of lives and property through various youth-oriented initiatives in place by the ministry.
The week-long 2025 Police Youth Dialogue in Lagos brings together officers of the Nigeria Police Force, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NSCDC, LASMA, FRC, traditional rulers, and other concerned groups. The closing ceremony of the Security Dialogue, organized by the Lagos Ministry of Youth and Social Development, opens up conversations on the need for the citizens to adhere to the laws of the state.
We have the issue of the socio-economic pressures. The socio-economic pressure, instead we want to prepare. Indeed, in our country today, there is extreme poverty. We have high degree of employment, I think towering around 37%, hovering around 37% now, unemployment in the land. We have the crisis of drug abuse all over the whole place. We have gang violence. All these are potential drivers of the youth into criminality. I still believe that the trust between the youth and the police can be built, and the other enforcement agencies.
The Oniro of Iru Kingdom seeks cooperation between the youth and security agencies.
True security is not built by fear or force. It is built by trust and partnership. This summit aligns with the ongoing reform efforts of Nigerian Police Force, the Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development, and the Community Policing Initiative, all of which aim to rebuild confidence, restore mutual respect between security agencies and the people they serve.
The Police Commissioner, Lagos Command, assures the youth of collaboration for a peaceful state.
We've gone around the 5 divisions of the state and we have fed your pulse. The member of the organizing committee has summarized everything that you have said across the 5 local governments. We know that you are the youth, you are our mirror. Where we are not doing it properly, you are the mirror for us to readjust. If we are empowered with what is the provision of the law, I think our area of conflict will reduce to the minimum.
Addressing young persons, the State Commissioner for Youth and Social Development says they form a large percentage of the population in Lagos and must be engaged to ensure that the state is safe for everyone.
We have all of the DPOs in Lagos State, all of the area commanders that are here, just again to show how serious we are taking this conversation at the top. And we need to cascade it, from the top to the bottom. That's why we have representatives of youth across all of the divisions that are here. So everybody that matters is here. We're all on that table. When you have a seat on that table, you can have conversations. And what conversation are we trying to have? Mutual trust, mutual respect, and most importantly, partnership. But for us to do that, we must all come together, and that is the reason why we're here. So we can engage ourselves, tell ourselves the truth, advocate for each other, and moving forward, become partners in progress to ensure that a greater Lagos continues to rise.
Representatives of youth groups also expressed readiness to work with security agencies.
The National Youth Council and, of course, the entire youth of Lagos have decided that they are going to leverage on platforms like this to make awareness and advocacies around some of their important needs.
The third edition of the Police Youth Dialogue has covered all the 5 divisions of Lagos State, and the state government gives assurance of implementing all recommendations made across board for the safety and security of citizens.
The national president of the Customs Officers' Wives Association and wife of the Controller General of Customs, Mrs. Kikelo Mwadini, has extended its flagship Green Border Initiative program to the Seme-Krake Command of the Nigeria Customs Service to deepen its drive for environmental restoration and grassroots empowerment. During the unveiling of the Eco Empowerment for Women and Youth in Lagos, Mrs. Adeni links climate restoration to livelihood, security, and global collaboration. On his part, the Seme Area Controller, Mr. Wale Adenuga, hailed the gesture, highlighting that this will go a long way towards the heart of the command.
Let's take COA global. Let's make COA international. We have done a lot locally. And as I'm talking to you, we created a program that we called COA Green Border Sustainability Initiative. This initiative is also a way of empowering our youth at the border area and also giving our women skills in green area to work with, aside working with tailoring machines and grinding machines and makeup. Something green that will generate fund for them and their family. So COA is bent on restoring the ecosystem of our country and Africa at large. Aside that, we're also going to be giving our women skills to work with within the eco space. And because we're taking this project around borders, we're also taking it international.
Because of these custom cares, we've been able to reach out to that about 1,000 people in Seme and its environs. And coming to the Green Border Initiative of the COA presidents, you can see that Seme is taking a new look in terms of the Green Border Initiative, in which everybody believes that cleaner environments, climate change, we need to partner with her. And look at the empowerment, which is highly significant.
President Bola Tinubu remains committed to promoting agriculture to a state of self-sufficiency, sustainable value addition, and exports for foreign exchange. The board chairman of the Forestry Research Institute of Nigeria, Abdul Malik Usman, reiterated this during a visit to the institute to see firsthand what it has to offer, areas of collaboration, and challenges on its path to delivering its mandate for forest preservation, training and research in fauna, flora, amongst other species. The Director General of the Institute, Zachariah Iduma, who conducted the visitors, notes that a lot is being done through groundbreaking research that has been spearheaded, and Nigerians must be aware enough to leverage on these outcomes for better, healthier living and economic prosperity.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is willing to make this place work, because what we are seeing here, at the time they make this place work, I think Nigeria will not export anything to this country as far as the agriculture and other three this thing is concerned. We started well, and that's what we are doing. When we come in as a board, we say that the DG is already working, and we have to support him to work together as a family and bring frame to a level that Nigeria never imagined.
Looking at this, Nigeria is blessed with a lot of resources. The same thing frame is blessed with human resources, natural resources, and looking at the staffing of frame being well educated, qualified, we know that the future will be brighter, and we are looking forth more, especially what we see in biotech. There are some trees that has gone extinct to the extent that we cannot get the seeds. But with this department, I think we can produce a lot through tissue culture. And other departments are trying their best in which frame will move to a higher height.
Sexual and gender-based violence is a menace, inhibiting appreciable mental growth and freedom for its victims. Victims of such abuse most times are restricted by societal biases that prevent them from getting help. Some live their lives damaged, while others muscle the courage to live through the pain and the stigma. A coordinated 3-year project covering southwest Nigeria on strengthening women's economic empowerment project, also known as SWEEP, has just presented its findings on a workable framework to reduce sexual and gender-based violence.
Sexual and gender-based violence is a menace inhibiting appreciable mental growth and freedom for its victims. Most times, victims of such abuse are restricted by societal biases that prevent them from getting help. Some live their lives damaged, while others muscle the courage to live through the pain and stigma. A coordinated 3-year program covering southwest Nigeria on strengthening women's economic empowerment, also known as SWEEP, has just presented its findings on a workable framework to reduce and curb sexual and gender-based violence.
We celebrate women taking control of their economic destinies, supported by transformed partners who now see their wives' success as a blessing to the entire family. We recognize the profound shift from coercion to conversion, to conversation, from violence to understanding. We celebrate the verifiable transformation of couples who now approach marriage with respect, equality, and shared decision-making.
The wins of the project are enormous and must be sustained by all stakeholders.
What SWEEP has done is to look for community structures and go in through those community structures to create awareness that will enable people accept the message we came with. So one of the wins is that people are aware, their capacities have been strengthened, and they now know what they need to do in order to achieve a peaceful relationship.
The Oyo State government is collaborating on the project and says all hands must be on deck to emplace a multi-sectoral model to achieve success.
From the security personnel that will file in the case, the case will be reported to the justice system that we have, there is a need to have a coordinated response towards eradicating sexual-based violence in our various states and our country at large.
The ministry particularly commends the project's collaborative approach, bringing together key government ministries, law enforcement agencies, civil society organizations, and religious bodies through the establishment of a technical advisory group. The structure reflects the same multi-sectoral response framework adopted by the Oyo State government to strengthen justice delivery, ensure protection for survivors, and promote accountability for perpetration of SGBV.
Stakeholders at the forum call for active collaboration among all segments of the society, including traditional and faith leaders who could work with security agencies to implement precise government policies against sexual and gender violence.
On that note of ending gender-based violence, that's it on Newsroom series today. Thank you for watching. I'm Olumide McCall.